Hi there, this is Penelope, and this is a short video on basic statistics. In this video we will cover the basic statistical concepts, and in topic 14 class 2 we'll cover scatter diagrams and correlation and regression. Statistics is simply a collection of data. It could be displaying that data, or it could be analysing the data. And when we mean data, we're talking about numbers, the information that we've got that may have come from some investigation. Now, this data could be discrete or it could be continuous. For example, the number of days on which rain falls in a given month must be an integer value, and we can obtain that number by counting the number of days. So we say that that data would be discrete. If we're talking about the number of kilometres that a salesman might travel in a month between a couple of main centres, then that variable must be measured. So then we talk about it as being continuous. We use stats to help us make decisions. A survey is a statistical investigation where we collect the data, and it might be from a whole population or it might be from just a sample of that population. A census is where every single member of the population is investigated. Then, as I said, we might look at a sample of that. The average is a single variable that represents a set of values, and it's used to give an indication about some general size of a particular variable. The statistical term for average, which is probably the most common one that you know, we talk about the mean or the arithmetic mean. And what we do there is we add up the number of the variables that we've got and divide by however many there are. If we've put the information in a table, for example, we might have our data, and then we might have so we've got the data, and then we might have the frequency of that data. So this would be X and this would be F. Then this would be the form that the formula would take. The median is the middle reading of a set of data. If you've got an odd number of readings, it's fine. If you've got an even number of readings, then we would have to take the average of those two middle readings. The mode, on the other hand, is the most common value that's in our list. So let's have a look at the data that's here. To find the mean, we would enter all of those numbers into our calculator. We wouldn't bother adding them up and then dividing. We would just enter them in using the commands that are in your calculator manual, and the average, the arithmetic mean, would be 27.25. Putting them in order would give them 21, 25, 26, 26, 28, 29, 31, and then 32, which means that the middle value would be the halfway, well, there isn't a middle value, it would be halfway between there and there. By saying it wouldn't be in there, it would be in there. So halfway between 26 and 28 would be 27 for your median. And you can also find that either by inspection here or from your calculator. The mode is the most common, so the mode in this particular case would be 26. We need to also look at how closely the values are clustered around the mean, and to do that we would look at a thing called the standard deviation. Sometimes we might look at the variance. The variance is the standard deviation squared. You can find the standard deviation on your calculator as well. So we're not going to use the formula in this class. We're just going to use the calculators for it. So we could find there that the mean, if we use the calculator, the mean is 28, and the standard deviation, I would imagine, is the standard deviation would be 4.598, so that the variance would be that squared. There are two on your calculator. If you're talking about a population, so you've got all the possible data about whatever it is you're looking at, you will use sigma, and if it's for a sample, you would use S. So use your judgment. My math lab's not very good at telling you which you've got there. Okay, the rest of the PowerPoints will be covered in class 2.